Uh-oh, this might not work if I don't have my glasses. How did I do that again? I barricaded myself in here. Hello everyone. There. Ah, glasses. In case I have to read the fine print. Coming to you from the same place as usual, but my new screen's behind me. It's a long story. And a mic that, a new mic too. And we're just gonna move these papers here. I need glasses for some of this tonight. The screens behind me are, well, I'll tell you after I do the Let us sing for a strength in numbers. Sing that freedom will not meekly be disowned. Sing to fortify our hearts and clarify our dreams, even as the peace we speak must be postponed. Sing loud and raise the growing chorus. Sing to turn back the forces of hate, and sing a grave lament with healing refrain for a love too little and too late. For a love too little and too late. Let's sing for a patience with the process. Sing for courage on the road hard and long. Sing for every worthy journey full of obstacles and snares. Heavy steps will be made lighter with a song. Heavy steps will be made lighter with a song. We sing and craft a peace rehearsal. Sing to harmony our path and our fate. Sing for we are measured and will be sorely tested. Oh, that shall not mean we will wait. That shall not mean we will wait. Let's sing for a patience with the process. Sing for courage on the road hard and long. Sing for every worthy journey full of obstacles and snares. Heavy steps will be made lighter with a song. Heavy steps will be made lighter with a song. We sing and craft a peace rehearsal. Sing in harmony our path and our fate. And sing for we have measured and will be sorely tested, though that shall not mean we will wait. That shall not mean we will wait. Oh, that chord. With a sharp four in the... I like the little Brazilian kind of thing. Let's Sing for our strength in numbers. I've tried that song several times, but it's a pretty new thing. I wrote it a little while back, but I never used it, and then now it came together. Well, we celebrate Hugo. Oh my gosh, I did it. Freudian slip. Ceasar Chavez. Don't say Hugo Chavez. Ceasar Chavez. Last week, actually, was Ceasar Chavez Day. We lost Ceasar Chavez in 1993. Died somewhat young because his activism and hunger strikes and other kinds of things that he endured maybe shortened his life, but he changed life for farm workers, and many would say the work goes on. This is a song by Woody Guthrie that I have never played, but I love it. It's a mighty hard road that my poor hands have hoed, my poor feet have traveled a long dusty road. Out of your dust bowl and westward we roll. Your deserts were hot, and your mountains were cold. I worked at your orchards of peaches and prunes. I slept on the ground in the light of the moon. On the edge of the city you'll see us, and then we come with the dust, and we go with the wind. California, Arizona, I harvest your crops. Then it's north up to Oregon to gather your hops. Dig the beets from your ground, cut the grapes from your vine, to set on your table your light sparkling wine. Green pastures of plenty from dry desert ground, from the Grand Coulee Dam where the waters run down. Every state in the Union us migrants have been. We'll work in this fight, and we'll fight till we win. It's always we rambled that river and I, all along your green valley. I'll work till I die. My land I'll defend with my life it fit me, 'cause my pastures of plenty must always be free. Woody actually played that just kind of almost on one chord. It's a mighty hard road, my mighty hard road, anyway, but lots of people have kind of reharmonized it and made it, thrown chords in it that Woody might not have played. What a song. On the edge of this, I worked in your orchards, slept peaches and prunes, slept on the ground in the light of the moon. On the edge of the city, you'll see us, and then we come with the dust, and we go with the wind. Yeah. I thought of doing my song Immigrants in this concert, but I have done it several times, and farm workers in this country are not all immigrants. They're not all migrants. They're not. They're Americans, and they live somewhere. They want to live somewhere, but our minimum wage does not extend to farm workers or domestic workers. That's something we might think about. Well, we put some pictures together. Emily put some pictures together for this song. My song, celebrating the earth and what it provides for us and what we need to do. I love that picture of them wearing masks. Plant more than you harvest, sun and water, earth and seeds. Plant more than you harvest, give the earth all that it needs. Plant more than you harvest, Well, there were pictures in there of Ceasar Chavez and Dolores Huerta and stuff, as well as many other things. I want to say a little bit here. I wrote some notes. I think I could just tell you about Victor. Oh my God! I did it again. Hugo Chavez, Victor Jara. Who the heck am I talking about? I'll try that again. Ceasar Chavez led the United Farm Workers and, really brought farm workers' rights to the consciousness of kind of comfortable middle America back some time ago. He was born in Yuma, Arizona, March 31st. So last week was his birthday. And in 1927, so he would be 92 or something right now. Ceasar Chavez employed nonviolent means, and like Martin Luther King, he transferred all that same strategy to the plight of farm workers, and he formed the National Farm Workers Association, he and others. But later that became the United Farm Workers. There's a kind of long story there, but I think around 1970 or something, United Farm Workers has been what we know. As a labor leader, he led marches, he called for boycotts, he went on several hunger strikes, and that's what I was saying. It's believed that he maybe died young because of the things he did, hunger strikes and so on. He and his family, when he was a kid, worked in the fields as in the company of migrant farm workers. Well, they're migrants, but they were American citizens. He then worked as a community organizer. Even in the 50s, he was doing that. And then the Farm Workers Association, I got it right here, is 1962. United Farm Workers Association in 62. United Farm Workers in 1972. Wow. So some people are old enough to remember we had a great boycott that started in 1968. The grape boycott, and don't buy green grapes. It was, and boy, it woke up the big farmers. They eventually settled. And that went on for years, but it eventually allowed workers to unionize. Still, they had lots more challenges. And oddly, maybe I'm just going to call it racism. The Teamsters Union was not that supportive. The truckers, white truckers, were not that supportive of the farm workers. But he continued to be a dedicated union guy. And as a labor leader, it was always nonviolence, although there were uprisings, there were struggles, and there was violence, not to say there wasn't, but he never subscribed to that. So he brought people consciousness of pesticides and other things like that too. Bobby Kennedy, running for president in 1968, was really affected by Ceasar Chavez and was really championing the cause of poor people and workers. What? Should I sing a song or should I tell you some more stuff? Dolores Huerta will be 91 Saturday. She is alive and well. She started a group. She was born in New Mexico. Her father later became a union activist, and he actually was a state legislator in New Mexico. But she and her mother moved to California. Her mother eventually started a restaurant that was a center for farm workers, kind of a community center kind of place. But she was not destitute, not wealthy, but okay. She studied violin and piano. She had dance lessons. She was an excellent student, and she was also a Girl Scout. And
She won second place in a national essay contest, but she also experienced racism, and that changed her life. Or set her on a course. I think maybe she already was conscious of this, but she was accused of stealing another student's work because the teacher was convinced that Chicana wasn't capable of writing these papers on her own. Well, she graduated from high school. She married. Well, that's sort of young, I guess. But she had 2 children. She went back and got her degree from University of Pacific. She was a teacher, but she was appalled by the living conditions of her students. That was really segregated at that point. There was police brutality that they demonstrated against too, and of course, ludicrously low pay for no minimum wage for farm workers. She started the Agricultural Workers Association in 1960. And they did voter registration, they got farm workers pensions, they got a Spanish language ballot in California, they got Spanish language driver's license tests too. Then she met Ceasar Chavez in the early 60s, and they became a great working team. She married her husband, Ventura Huerta. She was Dolores Fernandez before that. But then Dolores Huerta had 5 more children as she worked at the Community Service Organization. She and her husband and Ceasar Chavez got kind of tired of that. It just didn't go far enough, and they then formed what became the United Farm Workers. He was the dynamic speaker. She was the master organizer and really strong negotiator. She fought with the 26 big grape growers. There was the grape strike, then there was the lettuce strike, we should remember. Into the 70s. Finally, in 1975, the Labor Relations Act allowed workers to unionize. Though anyone conscious of it would say the movement still has a long way to go. Continuing to be an activist through the 80s, in 1988, in a demonstration, she was beaten by police, breaking 6 of her ribs, rupturing her spleen. And she came back from all of that. And as I said, she's still with us. She's still outspoken. Through her work, farmers got health care, they got unemployment benefits. She raised consciousness about pesticides and about sanitation for workers. No porta potties, workers working on the long hours that workers work, and we just don't want to see it. We just don't want to see it. But that's how we get our food, for the price we pay for it. Huerta received the Ellis Island Medal of Freedom, the Eleanor Roosevelt Award. Then she's in the National Women's Hall of Fame. In '93, she lost her great friend and collaborator Ceasar Chavez, who died too young. She received the Puffin Nation Prize, $100,000, with which she created it's the Creative Citizenship Award. She put that seed money into the Dolores Huerta Foundation that trains low-income communities in organizing, and she's still outspoken. There are many, of course, what do we call them? Guest workers in this country who don't get rights, but often they pay taxes only to then have to go back home again. Many are legal, some are illegal. They come and they get deported. And still the giant corporations hire them. The giant corporations don't get busted for it. The workers get busted for it. I'm going to keep the glasses on for this. This is another Woody Guthrie song. I believe Woody was in Los Angeles at the time. A plane crashed in Los Gatos Canyon with workers who were being deported. And this is his song. The crops are all in, and the peaches are rotting. The oranges are packed in the creosote dumps. They're flying you back to the Mexico border to pay all your money to wade back again. Goodbye to my one, goodbye Rosalita. Adios, mi amigos, Jesus and Maria. You won't have a name when you ride the big airplane. All it will call you will be deportees. My father's own father, he waded that river. They took all the money he made in his life. My brothers and sisters came working the fruit trees. They rode the big trucks till they laid down and died. Goodbye to my one, goodbye Rosalita. Adios, mi amigos, Jesus and Maria. You won't have a name when you ride the big airplane. All it will call you will be deportees. The sky plane caught fire over Los Gatos Canyon. A fireball of lightning, it shook all the hills. Who are these comrades that died like the dry leaves? The radio tells me they're just deportees. We died in your hills, and we died in your deserts. We died in your valleys, and we died on your plains. We died neath your trees, and we died in your bushes. Both sides of the river, we died just the same. Goodbye to my one, goodbye Rosalita. Adios, mis amigos, Jesus and Maria. You won't have a name when you ride the big airplane. All they will call you is just deportees. Some of us are illegal and others not wanted. Our work contract's out and we have to move on. But it's 600 miles to that Mexican border. They chase us like outlaws, like rustlers, like thieves. Is this the best way we can grow our big orchards? Is this the best way we can grow our good fruits? To fall like dry leaves and rot on the topsoil and be called by no name except deportees. Wow. Well, that fogged up the glasses. He wrote that song, more than half a century ago. We haven't solved the problem. Boy, I gotta just tune up. Thank you for coming. We went flat there. It's sharp, yellow phone. thank you for visiting. PayPal is over there. PayPal.me@jimscottmusic.com, or you can do Venmo. That's right there. Or we have a button on our website for donations, and we much appreciate those. And I keep saying, I'm not good at being a street musician or, a beggar for money. But I wanted to keep these concerts going every week, and you might have noticed I keep trying to do some new songs every week. I'll say, now it's right here beside me. This big book, it's purple. Ring binder is getting thicker and thicker with songs that ever since last April, it's almost a year I've been doing these songs. Then there's a small, thinner black notebook. I pull the songs out of there and then I put them here. But tonight, they have holes in them here, but I didn't put them in the ring binder. So my unobtrusive pieces of paper are right there. Better not mix them up. So we have plotted out themes for the next couple of months of concerts, and I do some research to come up with some songs and things like that. I will get better about the calendar, I promise, to put a calendar together with the ones that are coming up. But I particularly want to say, the reason I bring that up is in 2 weeks, the 22nd is Thursday, that Earth Day, yeah, let me get that straight. Earth Day is the 22nd. That's still not a tune. So, I'm not going to do a concert on the Wednesday night, but we are doing a Zoom concert that does cost an admission fee. It's put on by Rowe Conference Center, Unitarian Universalist camp in Western Massachusetts, but I'll be here in my living room with my great friend Martha Sandifer, and on video several other musicians will be there, so we'll be mixing visuals and all that. It's going to be a big bash of a concert. It's about an hour and a half probably of music. And my Earth songs. I really hope you can come and mark it on your calendar. So it'll be 8 o'clock on Thursday night, the 22nd, that being Earth Day. This is still not sounding right. Why not? I just thought that was flat before. Now it's sharp. I've tuned with my ear this year, both ears, for years and years. I put my hand up here and I realized it was behind the microphone, but here, I use my ear to tune the guitar. But this is such a great invention right here. I got perfect pitch right here. E, there's a little red thing there that says E. And it says it's slightly sharper again. Why? Finally, we have warm weather here in Massachusetts. We like that. Okay, onwards. I thought maybe something about the water cycle would be good for this concert. I did this just recently, but I'm going to do it again. My song Healing Waters runs the whole water cycle in the song. So we got some visuals to go with this. The sun's bright majesty presumes its heavy toll. Soak into the fertile soil
earth. Raging currents, rolling waves, the pulse of this blue ocean ball. Healing waters, we are yours, and you live through us all. When the needs of the living quenched, green the song of life renewed. When all grief is washed away, find your rest in earth. Find your rest in earth. We are dancing to the rhythms in your song of rebirth, coursing through the veins of the earth. We are dancers to the rhythms in your song of rebirth, coursing through the veins of the earth. We are dancers to the rhythms in your song of rebirth, coursing through the veins of the earth. One more time. We are dancers to the rhythms in your song of rebirth, coursing through the veins of the earth. We are dancers to the rhythms in your song of rebirth, coursing through the veins of the earth.
Wow, what a lot of beautiful pictures. If you happen to see that before, Emily added a bunch of cool pictures to it. Some more pictures. Okay. A little song of the spring. Where's that G? And garden as orchestra.
Breeze excites the branches with the sound of violins and rustles of percussion as the orchestra begins. The sun ascends its platform like a conductor with baton, awakening the players, for the music must go on. Winter to spring, summer to fall, and each of us experience a lifetime of it all. Summer to fall, and winter to spring, we are here to share the joy and sorrow all the seasons bring. All the seasons bring. The birds comprise the woodwinds, the great animals, the brass, and higher partials flit between the flowers and the grass. In silent grace the water folk surrender to their dance within their fluid theater, so as not to break the trance. Winter to spring, summer to fall, and each of us experience a lifetime of it all. Summer to fall, and winter to spring, we are here to
witch with magic in the air. Winter to spring, summer to fall, and each of us experience a lifetime of it all. Summer to fall, and winter to spring, we are here to share the joy and sorrow all the seasons bring. All the seasons bring. Yay. Well, my garden is waking up out there. I see a comment in there. Hi, Heidi, hi. And if you're there, you can write a comment, and it's nice to know you're there. I see afterwards that a lot of people are on. You know, their friends have said, go back to just doing it on your one Facebook page, because people are watching it on my Facebook Friends page, on my Facebook Pro Facebook page. What's that called? Professional page. Which I would really love it if you would go there and subscribe, or whatever it's called. Like the page, I guess. And if you would, and then we also are playing it on YouTube. And I see that sometimes from 20 or 30 to 40 or 50 people watch on YouTube. And if you would friend me, no, that's not what it's called. Subscribe on YouTube, I'd much appreciate it. Jim Scott YouTube channel. And pretty soon we are going to move. I have been keeping a whole lot of concerts, backlog of concerts, on my Facebook page. They're going to go to YouTube. We're editing them up and actually slipping in some what do you call it? Some subtitles so that you can know what song it is and stuff. Which takes going back and doing some editing and all. And I have a great editor. Amrit Gill is editing up things. So we're trying to get organized. Isn't that something? Hi, Maureen. Hi, Cheryl. Maureen says thanks for supporting the farm workers. Yeah. I personally wouldn't mind paying a little bit more for stuff, so that we could say, I wonder if in this administration we can heal from the last one with some stuff. Maybe domestic workers and farm workers could get covered by the minimum wage. I think that would be a good idea. What? I raised that up and then it went flat again. I wonder if it's... these strings are just tied down here at this end. And sometimes the knot slips, and then you tighten it up here. It is time for new strings. Next week, I'll have new strings. Let me say again, I want to promote that we'll be doing a big Earth Day concert. Not on Facebook. It's going to be a Zoom thing. It's advertised on my Facebook pages that it's going to take a... what do you call it? So it's going to take a fee. It's not a lot, but Row Conference Center is sponsoring this concert, and it's going to be a big concert with a mix of some of my videos and some illustrations and all that. And here, my great friend Martha Sandifer will be here. Let me say again, I've got these screens behind me. I'm in the same place I usually am. Usually I'm over there. Against the bookcase, but what's behind me here is actually the fireplace. I have played from here sometimes too. But I got these screens, and I'm going to admit this. Somebody's going to come and arrest me for this. I'm talking too much. The screens, there's 3 of them. And I'm afraid I sprayed them with semi-gloss paint. I need to get flat white paint, but they are... they're these screens that you raise up and they go on a stick. They're made for industrial, or what do you call it? Like, places where where people would be showing things off, or they were for post offices and things like that. These said U.S. Census on them, and they had information about the census. I worked for the census for a while. I'll say I've never done anything like that in my life. My whole life I've been self-employed, other than the U.S. Army. And in this pandemic, from in the summer into the fall until the Trump administration closed the census, as you know, they tried to close it sooner, but that was fought back, and we went until October, the end of October, and I worked an office job for the census. And I'm a Mac person, and those were IBM computers, or whatever they are, Windows. Boy, they were more of a wall than a window for me. And anyway, we were throwing out tons of stuff, throwing out these curtains, and I stole 3 of them. Well, I mean, they were going out. I took them out to the dumpster, and I thought, well, I'll just take them in my car. And so I painted them, and they're a little shiny. I'm going to fix that. But now I have, now is that more professional? I have this background. So once I was driving over the I-84 bridge over the Hudson River and thinking, well, Pete Seeger lives right over there. And I thought of this song. I eventually got to play it for him, and I have a video somewhere of him kind of just chiming in, blow the winds blow gently homeward. I don't know what this song means. Yes, I do.
Gently homeward. winds blow gently homeward. Like a road to the distance that's seen with eyes closed, like the vision of peace in the dreams you supposed. Just close your eyes and look homeward. I don't play that song that often. I think I'm going to make a note about that. Thank you for being here, and thank you for PayPal.me/JimScottMusic and Venmo. Your donations of all sizes and shapes are really wonderful. You know, I've usually had a microphone up over my head out of sight. That microphone stopped working. And I just got this new microphone. I love this. I hope I'm good. So it's right in front of me tonight. Maybe we'll see what happens next time. It just arrived today. So here it is. Let me take those glasses off and get my eyes back. I've just made a video of my song "We Are the Earth" with a great drummer, bass player, there's piano, there's guitar, me on guitar, and I played electric guitar too, and Stan Strickland's playing a wailing sax on there, and it's going to be a virtual choir with the Hallelujah Singers, it's 30 voices, so that's all being put together, and I hope to have that by my Earth Day concert, as well as some other videos, and we're getting, you know, I'm having to learn about this multimedia stuff. I thought I was just going to bring the guitar. Yeah. My wish for you, as now we part, is for greater peace to fill your heart with dreams as vast as starry space. So hurt and anger know no place. May truth be shared and wounds be healed, and joy for living be revealed. Through every fading circumstance, may hope lead weary steps to dance, and may your life be as a song, resounding with the dawn, to sing awake the light and softly serenade the stars, ever dancing be as a song, resounding with the dawn, to sing awake the night, then softly serenade the stars, ever dancing circles in the night, ever dancing circles in the night, ever dancing circles in the night. Thank you very much. I don't know if you hear my dog Boomer is barking out there in the back. I better go get him before the neighbors complain. Thank you so much for being with us tonight, and thank you for your donations with PayPal, it's over there, babe, or Venmo, or visit the website, and thanks for being here. We'll see you next week, and love each other, get vaccinated, and be well. Thanks.